Hey guys, it's Fishing and PNW here, and I just wanted to show you my order from WLure.com. If you haven't seen their ads on Facebook or something, you should definitely check them out. I believe they're a company that's based in China, and they basically sell mass-produced lures for extremely cheap. And you'd be surprised at what you actually get for what you pay for. So if you paid attention on my Facebook, you'll know that I bought 6 umbrella rigs from them for $5 each. And basically they're usually $10, but they sell them for $5 because they have a slight defect in the head. And the defect is so small and barely noticeable that you'll wonder why they're actually selling it for half price. So if you look at this one I have right here, where I actually, bent out and extended the arms the way that I wanted them. Let's see if we can get it to focus here. I don't know, but basically there's just, if you go to the WLure.com and look at their photos, it's exactly like their photos. There's just a little bit more lead, like a slight deformity right there, and it's just slightly rough on the head. So it doesn't affect the performance, it's purely cosmetic. And if you look at these, I would compare these arms. They probably are about the same gauge as the umbrella rig, maybe a little bit thinner. They feel a little more pliable, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Maybe if they're more flexible, then the bass is less likely to put more pressure towards the joint right here. I'm not sure. But for $5 I can't really complain, and until I fish it and break an arm or something, I can't really write it off. But I'm gonna say that it's a pretty good bargain for only $5. So I got it in 3 different colors. This one is kind of just like a shad, like a smoke gray black on top. This one is like the blue and white, and this is kind of like a greenish chartreuse, like a yellow perch type pattern. So again, 6 umbrella rigs for $5 each. So that's a pretty good steal. And then I bought 3 of their cicadas. I think I got them in all different colors. I'm not sure. Let's open one up here. So yeah, I'm not so. I guess you can either tighten or loosen the screw on the bottom to mess with how loose you want these wings right here. And they just have a single treble in the back. Let me take these little tubes off here and see if if the hooks are any sharp or any good. But I don't remember the exact price, but these are only a couple of bucks too. Actually, that's a pain in the butt to get off. Yeah, forget it, I'll mess with it later. But anyways, these are pretty cool looking. I mean, I think these are a generic knockoff of a Japanese lure, where I think there is a Japanese lure out there that's either solar or battery powered, where these wings just vibrate and go crazy. Obviously these don't, but again, this should be a pretty cool topwater lure, especially since we don't have bugs like these, at least in this part of Washington. It might be something new for the bass to look at. So I got 3 of those. And then I got 5 of these red craw pattern deep diving crankbaits. They don't specify how deep they dive, but these look just like, even from the shape of the bill to the shape of the crankbait, just the general feel of it, this reminds me of an actual Norman. I don't remember what DD, what depths, but I have Norman crankbaits that look and pretty much feel just like these. These are a little bit lighter, and again, these were only a couple dollars too, which is why I got 5 of them. And a lot of places I like to fish have a lot of rocks that I snag and lose a ton of crankbaits. So if these put some fish, if I catch some fish on these before I lose them, then it's only a couple bucks lost. So I got 5 of those. And then I got 3 of these, almost, not quite, but almost kind of like a rainbow trout pattern jerkbait. I'm not sure how deep these dive to, but they're supposed to be semi-deep divers. They got a nice bill on them. But these have a nice rattle. The thing about these rattles is I think they're using bigger BBs or something. The rattle chamber sounds a lot different than most cranks. It has a more deeper, lower pitch rattle. So yeah, that's a good sized jerkbait. Has a nice sized bill on there, so it'll probably get down there a little bit of ways. And actually, that's interesting. If you look in the bill, there's actually like a hole, like a cutout right there. I'm not quite sure how that's going to affect the action of it diving or not, but again, these were only a couple bucks too. So total order, I got 3 jerkbaits, 5 deep diving crankbaits, 3 of the cicadas, and I got 6 umbrella rigs, and I got it all for $50.79. So, I mean, it's free shipping from China. It does take a couple of weeks, but I mean, free shipping, free international shipping, you can't really argue with that. So definitely check them out.com, or definitely check them out. It's wlure.com, and I think you'll be surprised. They sell blank crankbaits, like blank lures that are clear that you can paint yourself, you know, for pennies to the dollar. So go ahead and check them out, and hopefully I'll be testing these products out pretty soon and let you know how they work. Alright guys.